our next caller here, Naquata, calling from California, I believe. Did I say that right?
Oh, we're getting the headphones on.
Got the
headphones
on.
Sorry about that.
No,
Sorry,
you're good.
we brought you on about 4 minutes early. So
Yeah,
okay.
We'll give you the pass there.
I was like, I hear something. Why is it not in my ears? Oh, wait, it's down
Love
here.
it.
Yeah, no, that's great. Welcome to the show. Is it Naquata? Is that how you pronounce your name?
Naquata.
Awesome. Well, welcome to Stay Paid. Thanks for calling in. What is the question or challenge you're facing in your business that we can help you with?
Okay, so the challenge that I am faced with currently is I am a part-time agent. I am not a sometime agent. I am a part-time agent. That means I work.
I love that. I've never heard that before.
Yeah,
I love that.
I actually work hours and I want my business to grow. So I roughly work about 20 to 25 hours per week. And that's because I'm a military wife. I just had a baby actually 5 weeks ago.
Congrats.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Congrats on that. And thank you for the service. So love it. Awesome.
Yes. And so because of that, my husband works full time. They need me at home and that is where I need to be. But I also want to grow. And so I have about 20 to 25 hours per week to make a certain GCI and a certain amount. And I wanted to know if that's even possible. And then how can I be spending those 20 to 25 hours per week to like move the needle, make it effective, make it impactful. And then eventually grow in the next, 3 to 5 years when my husband retires and I can do this full time.
Love it. And love how your priority is home because that is ultimately what matters. I think too many people get on the rat race, chase accolades and money that doesn't really matter and is fleeting. And people won't talk about that at the end of their lives. But that's a different question altogether. Let me ask you this. What's the GCI goal and where are you currently at towards that goal?
Okay. So to be very honest with you, I am zero towards that goal because I just moved. We just PCS'd. We're back in an area that I was in before. So I'm just starting to get up and running. And like I said, I just had a baby in October. So I'm giving myself room there. GCI goal is about 116,000. And then because I only make technically 64% of my pay because I'm a part of a team, I'll pretty much need to make about $74,000 in the next year. So December 2026, I need to make that goal.
Love it. So 25 hours you can work and focus a week. You want to make 116,000 GCI to bring home about 74,000. So I love it. You're already doing one of the pieces of advice I was going to recommend, which is great, which is join a team. Because the thing is the team normally has processes that can give you leverage. And it would be well worth the commission split to get access to their transaction coordinator, to get access to their leads. Does this team provide you leads?
No, they do not provide me leads, but what they did provide, I thought it kind of offset the lead generation part. So like I said, they do, well, like you just said, they do provide a transaction coordinator. They provide some social media aspects that I don't really want to dive into. That's not where my main lead generation is going to come from. So I do it, but it's not my main.
Okay. So if they don't provide you leads, I mean, that's okay. Not every team has to provide leads. I know just a lot do. I will tell you this, they probably are sitting on a ton of leads that they don't even realize, which is people who have over the years, they've gotten leads, but they're not calling anymore. I see this with teams often. I don't know how big your team is, but I see with teams often that over the years, maybe they tried Google or Facebook or whatever, and they got leads, but those leads didn't close, but nobody's calling them right now. So just a sub point for anybody listening to this, yourself included, if you're on a team, go to that team and say, hey, do we have a bucket of leads that at some point in time we're interested in real estate, but we never closed them, and see if you can get access to call those leads. The real thing, though, is, and this is really where your focus should be, is 65% of all listings last year, 56% of all buyers, they used a relationship that they already knew, referral and repeat business. So it's really your sphere. So you need to be extremely focused in the 25 hours that you have to build relationships with your sphere and build up that database. And then if you can, I don't know if your schedule will allow this, you've got to add a second pillar to build that sphere. And the probably best second pillar for someone like you, especially on a team, would be like open houses. Does your team run a lot of open houses?
So actually I have 3 pillars right now that I'm already working. I can nix that third pillar if that's the case. But right now I am doing face-to-face is what you're pretty much talking about. So like open houses, those kind of things.
Beautiful.
I already have one actually coming up this Saturday. So there you go.
Awesome. Yeah, because it's one of the best ways, especially for a newer agent in a newer area, to get to leads that are bottom of funnel. Like not all open house leads are bottom of funnel, a lot are middle of funnel, but it's people that are actually interested in buying a home. And oftentimes, I don't know the exact stats if it's 50% or not, but buyers 50% of the time have to sell in order to buy. So there's listings there too. But how big is your sphere database? How big is it?
Okay, I am growing it. Right now, I have about 100 people in my database.
Beautiful.
But I am growing my B2B database more because that's what I want to work in.
You want to work B2B? What do you mean by that? You want to do commercial real estate, or you want to like
no,
work
business
with
to business? I'm getting actually more leads when I connect with other businesses, and then we promote each other. So that's what I've been.
I love that. Yeah. Okay. So you're doing like partnerships for promotion and stuff like that.
Yes.
Okay. So if you have 100 people in your database, the question would be, well, when was the last time you called through all of them and asked them for a referral? And that really is the activity where a lot of people lack. Is like everybody listening to this is like, Luke, well, I have a sphere, but you know, it's great. I know it's all sphere, but how do I go get business from them? You got to call and ask them. You got to call them up and literally say, like, you know, one of the easy ways to do it is, hey, a lot of people right now, I'm working with a lot of people who are interested in buying and selling, and I just wanted to make sure you knew I was available to you. Did you ever think about buying or selling? Did you know someone who was thinking about buying and selling that I could help right now? And most of those people are going to tell you no. But the beautiful thing about that pitch is that you're planting the seed in all of their minds that you want to help people who are looking right now to buy or sell. And now all of the other marketing that I'm going to encourage you to do to them will just reinforce that message. So I would encourage you, first activity that you need to make sure you're doing at least probably once every 2 months is reaching out to that sphere. And you need to ask them for referrals. Do they know anybody that's looking to buy or sell? And the way you do that always is through value. And so what is the valuable things that you're sending your sphere right now that will keep you top of mind that you can call behind? So a lot of people who listen to our show know that Josh and I run Reminder Media. So our main product is like American Lifestyle Magazine, Good to Be Home Magazine. The whole purpose behind sending a magazine to your clients, yes, it's a great piece to send them. They enjoy it. It stays on their coffee table. But the real goal is I want to be able to call Josh up and use the magazine as my reason to call. Hey, Josh, was thinking about you today, man. You popped into my mind because I got my latest issue, and it's a way for me to call. So other agents and Acre Brothers, we do this. We do the magazine, but we also do 4 client events a year. So maybe one thing for you to think about is doing a client event because you can then invite your people to that client event. But what I would tell you is I would go, hey, you got 25 hours, which is more than what most agents will put in a week to prospecting.
Okay.
Take that 25, no offense to the agents listening to this, but it's just the truth. Take that 25 hours. Okay. And right now you're doing 0 deals. So you know what all 25 of those hours really should be? Prospecting.
Prospecting. That's what I'm doing.
And so exactly. So you need to, okay, my sphere, did I reach out to them and ask them all for referrals? Okay. Open houses. How many open houses can I get? All right. If I can't get open houses, does my team have any buckets of leads that I can call through? If my team doesn't have anybody, well, where's the next place I could go? You could go circle prospecting by choosing a farm. Like Noah on our team, he'll do 20 to 24 deals this year on the team. Hopefully hits the 24 because that's what we need in hit. But 24 deals, he has basically 3 lead pillars: referrals, which is sphere, open houses, and circle prospecting. And circle prospecting, he calls the neighbors around the open house that he's doing. Okay. And he's just, introducing himself and he's calling the neighbors.
Is he door knocking too?
He doesn't do the door knocking. He prefers the phone calls. Nice. Other members of the team will do the door knocking. But he's calling the circle prospecting, or you could go to FSBOs or expired, but you need a bucket. Like how many hours are you spending on the phone a day?
Okay. That's what I was going to ask you. So I am spending I would say about an hour a day on the phone, but
okay. It's not bad. It's not bad.
I was going to ask you, does it
but how many people are you hitting?
Between phone calls and text messages? Because
let me see if he should have texted me this morning, but here was Tim is one of our top producers on the team. Now you don't have full time, but this is Tim's today. So he's going to do 1 post on social, 3 stories, 2 hours of lead gen, complete 30 follow-up tasks, set 1 appointment. And then he has some specifics on like sign the Binghams and follow up with Patel and stuff like that. But the idea is Tim is always doing 2 to 3 hours of lead gen every single day. And that is producing for him 70 to 100 deals a year. Is that's what's producing. Now, he's also obviously doing the posts on social and stuff like that. I would encourage you, like Noah. Let's see if I find Noah's text to me. Noah does a little less than Tim, but his goal is not the same as Tim. Mm-hmm. And he usually he sets his goal at 120 calls a day. And he's hoping on those 120 calls, he can have like 5 good conversations and turn one of those conversations into an appointment. Is what he's hoping for. So for you, it's like an hour is great, but you need to be measuring, well, how many combos did I have? Because combos is the outcome you really want. That turns into an appointment. And so you should be setting a goal to go, hey, can I have 20 conversations about real estate today? Okay. Because if you're doing 20 conversations, you're going to crush your goal. You should see, okay, how close am I getting to those 20 conversations? That's what I would encourage you to do. Okay. You're doing all the right things. Yeah, really good. Okay. You're probably, this is what I just told Jean.
And you're in a new area.
Yeah, who called in before you. And she's trying to recruit agents, but I'm going to give you a similar advice. Is like, when I talk to agents like you, you're focused, you know your numbers, you know the GCI you want. What you're not probably doing enough of is the actual prospecting activities. And so an hour is not bad, but I have a strong suspicion you're probably not hitting enough people and having enough combos within that hour.
Yeah, measuring calls, measuring conversations.
Do you have a CRM you're using?
Measure it in calls. Okay, I could do that.
Do you have a CRM you're using?
Okay, I'm in between 2 because I don't know. One is
the best one's the one you use. So the best one's the one you use. So what 2 are you using? Is it
Okay, so I have HubSpot or whatever that's called.
And HubSpot's good.
So I'm using that one. It's a little confusing, to be honest with you.
What does the team use?
So the team uses, I think, Salesforce.
Oh, wow. Okay. So are they using the real estate version of it?
Yeah.
What is that company called? Property something? I can't remember. But okay. So the best CRM is the one you use. Okay. Get in and commit to a CRM.
Okay.
Like Josh said, track your calls.
Okay.
But set a goal for your conversations every day. Conversations turn to appointments. If you can set a goal for yourself to set 4 to 5 appointments a week, you will be a rock star. And you can do that in the 25 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. And if you build your sphere well, and you nurture that sphere, you'll get to a point where you have 300 people in your database. You will not have to do anything but work off of referrals. Like, that's it. You won't have to do the cold calls anymore. You won't have to do the grinding. But in the building, you got to build your sphere up. Okay. And so when you run the open house, everybody who comes through is a relationship, not just a lead. When you make the calls and you have the conversation, that's a relationship, not a lead. Put that now into the relationship bucket and go, how am I going to drip on this person for the rest of the time to become their real estate agent?
Got it.
Okay.
SOI on it.
Hopefully not too overwhelming.
No, not at all.
Any questions or clarifying things you need on that?
Just one more clarifying thing.
Yeah.
I am sending a lot of text messages rather than phone calls. Do you think phone calls are better than the texting option?
Have you ever sold a house through text?
Actually, yes, I have.
Well, okay. You proved me wrong there. I was going to say, well, I've never sold a house through email or text. I mean, I have, communicated with people, but I've never sold. I always think you have to get
Granted, it was 2020, so I can't count that. It was
during
COVID.
Well,
so
maybe we'll give you a comment, but it's still good. It's still good. I wouldn't have believed it. But my point with that is saying is like text is not a bad piece to hit people with. Of course you can do text, but you got to talk to people.
Okay.
Like I'm not I'm a relationship guy. I think you should work by referral is honestly where I push every agent. It's what the majority of our even marketing is geared towards. But I'm not foolish to realize that you have to build the relationships in order to build it's like if you were going to go dating, you don't have you have to go on even to the apps or go to the bar and you have to introduce yourself to people that you don't know. Do you know what I mean? Like you have to actually go up and introduce yourself and see, can I form a relationship here? And so that's what cold calling in essence is you're not calling because of anything other than going, hey, I want to see if I can help you and see if I can build a relationship with you. And Ricky Carruth is really good on this, where he just makes so many cold calls, but he's a relationship guy.
Right.
And he's just like, I'm just calling every homeowner because I want to build a relationship with them. And if I can have a relationship with the most homeowners, then I'm going to do the most deals. And he's so right in that. And we have a great advocate and client, Garrett Maroon. He has 300 people in his database. We'll do 80 plus deals every year. And he has a balanced life. Yeah, no lead gen. Go listen to his podcast with us. Stay paid. Okay. Go listen to his podcast. He has a great book coming out. And Garrett's awesome because he's purely relationship driven. I can think of so many. Tim Garrity.
I think I listened to his podcast actually.
Okay, awesome.
Right before, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. So Tim Garrity is another one. He's based out of here in Philly, total relationship guy. And you'll find that the relationship-driven agents, they're able to have success with 25 hours a week. Now, granted, it's going to be harder for you because you've got to be really focused in that 25 hours. I don't want to fool you that, the person who's working 40 is probably going to beat you because they have 40 hours if they're focused. But most agents are not focused. So if you stay focused in those 25 hours, you'll kick their butt.
Okay.
Yeah. Go get them.
Awesome.
Crush it. And go to your team and ask them for all the old leads.
I will do that. I didn't even think about that. I will do that. Thank you.
Go get them. Love it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.